Want to let y'all know the If Healthy hoodies are officially available on RunItBackPhillyShop.com in all different colors and styles. And the classic Sickos logo is still available on snapbacks, hoodies, and t-shirts. And I'm giving you 20% off the entire website. The promo code is If Healthy, all capital letters, no spaces. RunItBackPhillyShop.com, 20% off. Promo code If Healthy. Thank you so much for the support. Adam Silver says, fans who can't afford streaming services to watch NBA games can still watch free highlights, calling the NBA a highlight sport. So people are upset because the NBA keeps signing exclusive deals with streaming services like Amazon and who else did they sign with? They signed with Amazon. I think they're still NBC, Peacock. So people don't like the fact that, you can pay for NBA League Pass. So you're already paying a subscription, right? But then because Amazon Prime or Peacock purchased the rights to those games, you can't watch that game on NBA League Pass because it's blacked out. So you're paying money monthly or yearly to the NBA to watch NBA games. And then they're blacking out games because they sold those same games to another subscription. How insane is that? Not only that, you can't watch your local games on NBA League Pass because as far as the 76ers are concerned, Comcast Xfinity or NBC Sports Philly now. It used to be Comcast and it used to be Comcast Sportsnet. Now it's NBC Philly. But NBC Philly owns the local rights to the local games. So if you have NBA League Pass, you can't even watch your local team unless you're outside of Philadelphia. But anyway, even if you don't have League Pass, if you have regular cable, you used to be able to watch your local games. You can still do that. NBC Sports Philly is on local regular cable. And you used to be able to watch nationally televised games on TNT and ESPN, which was also part of regular cable. So you would pay a cable subscription, or you could do the bunny ears, and I know this is ancient, but you could do the bunny ears radio signal thing and get the free channels, and you could technically watch NBA games for free, and they would get paid by commercials. All of that is changing, but the NBA hasn't found a way to fix it with the NBA League Pass and the subscriptions and things like that. So people are mad that it's getting to the point where you have to actually pay a subscription to multiple different streaming services to watch all NBA games. And Adam Silver's comment to that is, you can go watch highlights. I got to hear this.
There's a huge amount of our content that people can essentially consume for free. I mean, this is very much a highlights-based sport. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it, any service, the New York Times for that matter, to the extent that your content is not behind a paid firewall. There's an enormous amount of content out there. YouTube, by another example, that is advertising based, that consumers can consume. A highlights based. This is very much a highlights based sport. There's a huge amount of our content that people can essentially consume for free. This is very much a highlights-based sport.
This is the guy in charge of the NBA? Bro, you got people talking about NBA ratings going down, right? Every year. And then you got people blaming it on social media and blaming it on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and saying that people don't have to watch whole NBA games anymore. People don't have to sit down and watch a game from beginning to end. They can just watch highlights. And in my opinion, that's one of the biggest problems with sports talk right now in general, is that people watch highlights and then think that they can jump in and have a conversation about what actually happened in the game, or what this player is actually like, or what this team is actually like, and they have no idea because they just watched the highlights. But isn't the fact that young fans are consuming this product by highlights the reason that less and less people are watching entire games? And you're sitting here as the commissioner of the NBA telling them to do it? I think Jeff Bezos just fell out of his chair, because I don't want to know how much Amazon paid to stream NBA games, and then the commissioner of the NBA goes out and tells people, hey, you don't have to pay that subscription. Just go watch free highlights on TikTok. What in the world? The second thing I want to say on this is, the fact that the NBA is a highlight sport is the main reason it's becoming less respected as a product. Because all you've tried to do since you've been the commissioner is get more highlights. Make it more popular. You know? Get rid of hand checking so offensive players have freedom of movement so they can score more points, right? Start counting dribble handoffs as an assist. When the guy took the ball, took 16 dribbles and did a Euro step, start counting that as assists so we can start hyping up triple doubles, so we can talk about this guy has more triple doubles than anyone in history, right? All you've tried to do is inflate the entertainment value of the NBA. So that you can say this guy dropped 40, this guy dropped 50, this guy dropped 60 or 70. So that it can go viral on TikTok, so that it can sell more, so that it can become more globally popular. All you've done is suck the integrity out of the game. Like a vampire sucking blood. It makes sense that you look like a vampire. All you've done is suck the integrity out of the game to try to make it more popular for the non-sports fan or for the casual fan. And now you're seeing a turnaround where the fan that used to love this game is watching it be destroyed from the inside out. And you're going to sit up here and say, it's a highlight sport, just go watch the highlight. We don't even want you to watch the game. Just go watch the highlights on TikTok. Wow. We got to get rid of this guy. The unfortunate part is that you can't get rid of Adam Silver because 16 of 30 NBA owners would have to vote him out. But he's continuing to stuff their pockets and make them money. And all NBA owners care about is making more money. And if what Adam Silver is doing is continuing to drive up their profits every year, they love him. The person that suffers is the NBA fan. Let's see what else Adam Silver said before I get out of here. This is official also. The NBA has officially implemented the new rule where the missed half-court heaves at the end of quarters won't hurt a player's stats. What are we doing? We want you to throw the ball past half court at the end of a quarter because it's fun. We know you don't want to do that because you care so much about your field goal percentage. So we're just going to have it not affect your field goal percentage if it's across half court? That is the weirdest rule change I've ever seen. And it's sad because it's sad that NBA players are so hyper-focused on their field goal percentage that they don't want to take a half-court shot at the end of the second quarter. But the reason NBA players are so hyper-focused on their field goal percentage is because the new media, the new analytical media, is hyper-focused on their field goal percentage. And if they win the damn NBA Finals, Brian Windhorst will still be out here talking about, yeah, but he shot 42% from the field, so, is that really good? That is okay. I guess okay. The funny thing is, look at the first response here. Trae Young. Trae Young puts a heart. The same guy, Trae Young, was on Twitter a couple of weeks ago and said something about throwing the ball off the backboard not counting as an assist, and he said that he stopped doing it once he realized it didn't count as an assist. This is the reason players like Trae Young will never win anything. They're just out for their individual brand. But that's the world we live in now. There's so much money in it. There's so much money in shoe deals and merch sales and being hyped up as, this guy dropped a 45-point triple-double. They don't care about winning a championship. They care about their stats and their brand and making as much money as they can possibly make. And who suffers? The NBA fan. Richard Jefferson said, this is cowardly. We don't want it to count towards your percentage unless you make it. You want the positives without the potential for negative. Professional sports in 2025. Yeah, well, what's next, bro? You say, hey, man, let's make all three-pointers not count against your field goal percentage. So then you could just shoot as many threes as you want. And if you make it, it counts. If you miss it, who cares? Doesn't affect your field goal percentage. I'm surprised I found this much stuff to rant about today. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about, man? Papa Grass, what's up, man? I've done it for years. I pay MLB $150 a season, and I watch all of their games. I have to pay $100 a month for YouTube TV to get Comcast. I need Apple TV, $30, and Peacock is $15 for other games. Well, I will tell you this, Papa Grass, if you don't know this, and you're right, this is all a scam, but I will tell you this. You don't have to pay YouTube TV $100 anymore. NBC Philly is on Peacock. But you have to pay a $25 fee on Peacock to get NBC Sports Philly live. So that would take your $15 Peacock to $40. But that would still save you paying $100 a month for YouTube TV, because I do the same thing. I don't use YouTube TV at all. I use it for Sixers games. And I use it to watch Eagles games on Sundays. And then the rest of the year, I'm paying YouTube TV. And I don't watch any of that shit. I don't know when the last time, outside of a Sixers or Eagles game, I don't remember the last time I went to YouTube TV and watched live TV. It's crazy. But